Every summer seems to break another heat record. This week we had an excessive heat wave, temperatures reaching even 45 degrees at certain time of the day. So we had a very relaxed week, slow down week, and we didn't get up too much. But I felt I can do this video with what we did do. And I was planning that on my next video I will talk about a very important subject which many have shown big concerns about when wanting to invest in a property in Sicily or wanting to live in Sicily, is this question: is Sicily safe? Safe to live and safe to invest? We will cover this topic in my next video. Even the vegetable plants suffered a lot during this heat wave. At least the last 2 days have been much cooler. Still high temperatures and 35 degrees, but at least in the morning and in the evening we do get a cool breeze. So since we're on this topic of heat waves, I thought I'd touch on this topic today of how prepared are our houses here in rural Sicily when a heat wave, an extreme heat wave hits. And what preparations you need to do when you buy a house and you're doing some renovations or you want to upgrade it. It's not just about having ACs, it's more than that. Let's start the video. A pool or a dip pool really helps to cool down, but it's just temporary. And of course, eating watermelon also helps us to cool down. Even the dogs struggle during a heat wave and they just lay on the floor in front of the fan. Our home is a very old stone property with incredibly thick walls. These traditional buildings were built long time before air conditioners even existed. The thick stone absorbs the heat slowly during the day and helps keep the inside surprisingly cool, especially if you close the shutters and windows during the hottest hours and ventilate the house early in the morning and late in the evening. In later years, rural homes were built differently. They were built of bricks or stone and plastered. Many now have had to upgrade it by putting cappotto, it's called. It's like an external insulation system and very well insulated roof. This insulation works very well because it slows the heat entering the house in summer and helps even retain the warmth in winter. However, insulation isn't a magic solution. When temperatures remain high morning and evening, even a well-insulated house won't keep out the heat. At that point, many people resort to also installing air conditioning. One feature that's overlooked several times is the skylights. They bring in wonderful natural light during much of the year, but in the middle of a Sicilian summer they can also act like a greenhouse, allowing intense sunlight to heat the room below. We have learned this ourselves. During the hottest months, we have to cover our skylight from underneath because the direct sunlight makes the room much hotter. We found this alternative for the time being. Eventually, we will change the skylight and put an automatic shade on it so we can open and close it when we need to. So if you're planning to install a skylight in your conversion, it's worth thinking ahead. An automatic external blind or sunshade can make a huge difference, blocking much of the solar heat before it enters the glass. It's much easier to include this when the skylight is installed rather than having to solve the problem later on. During a heat wave, I tend to cook less and resort to takeouts. I harvested many more of the tomatoes and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I decided to make tomato salsa. I didn't do it in the traditional Sicilian way, but friends of mine had shown me this method, which is much easier and faster, and you don't need so many gadgets.
Ibla North.
We hadn't been out in the evenings for some time, and it was still a little bit humid, but there was a very light breeze at this time. We went a bit early at about 7 because we wanted to visit the cheese festival in Ibla. We were pleasantly surprised with this event. As you enter in the gardens, there were the stalls with selling the artisan cheeses.
Formaggi speziati. Inglesi?
Sì, italiano va bene, maltesi siamo.
Ok, allora sono tutti formaggi di primo sale, dove noi aggiungiamo qua pomodoro secco e origano, tomato e origano, pistaccio, e basilico.
Sì.
Poi formaggi all'anice, molto, ora ve li faccio assaggiare, chi vuole anice, noci, pepe rosso. Poi abbiamo il cosa cavato ibleo, provoletta fresca di stamattina, proprio chi tocca a goccia, e la ricotta. E poi se volete come dolce c'ho la panna cotta, che è un marattolino che è fatto con il nostro latte, col caramello.
Mai visto noce con noce, mai visto.
Mai visto?
Mai visto.
Intanto prima questo qua ne ha pane.
Grazie. Cos'è questo?
Pomodoro secco. Perché noi qua in Sicilia che facciamo? Noi abbiamo il pane, il formaggio e il pomodoro. Invece noi ci abbiamo messo il pomodoro secco tutto insieme.
We did buy a selection of cheeses to take home too. Further up, they had this set up stage and they were talking about the cheese that is made in Ragusa, the specialities. And they were actually showing the process of making this cheese, which was very, very interesting. The event was over 4 days and apparently every evening would be a different kind of cheese.
Diciamo avrà tutti quei parametri, come dire,
As we walked towards the next piazza, we found a small open doorway where you could go in, light a candle and say a prayer before a statue of Our Lady. Stepping inside from the noise outside felt so magically peaceful. If you are visiting the area of Ragusa, Ibla by night is a must visit. Even though there were a lot of people, the place still felt very romantic and peaceful and very quaint.
Finally, after a week of heat wave,
True.
you can feel the breeze coming through this Ibla.
It's beautiful.
Excuse me.
Walking back down, we came across this display of how they stamp the cheese once it's all done.
C'è il numero di matricola. Preparate a vedere il fumo e l'odore.
The restaurants along the way were also packed with people, and the beautiful garden of Ibla was packed with children playing and having fun, and people enjoying the light breeze that evening. The last point I will cover today, to have cooler homes, is the importance of double glazed windows and doors. I wish I knew this before, because we would definitely have prioritized it when we bought our property and factored it in the costs that we need to upgrade the property. The double glazed system of windows and doors that is available nowadays will definitely keep the house cooler and warmer, and even if you have ACs, they won't have to work so much to cool down a place, and it's also energy saving. So we're in the process of converting a property or upgrading a property here in rural Sicily. I hope this video will come in helpful when you come to think of the very hot summers and the very cold winters. Just a disclaimer, I am no expert, I am no professional when it comes to these things, but I like to share what I have learned along the years from friends who already bought and from our own experience of living here in rural Sicily. Millie, what are you up to? Did you drink the water? Hey, what are you doing, sweetie pie? We are still in July, August is approaching, and I'm sure more heat waves will come our way. Till then, stay cool, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye bye.
Hey, you follow me everywhere. You follow me, mommy, everywhere. Come.